Hello and welcome to another jungle coaching video on the Virkayu coaching channel, and in this one we have Udyr versus Viego. It's been a while. Hello, hope you're doing well and your climbs are being successful. We need to talk a little bit about what's going on though, because obviously there's been a lot of changes in the jungle and itemization, and obviously we have Viego losing his Kraken Slayer, we have Udyr still vibing, yet people aren't playing him at all. I know we're all bored of it, but what can we do with this champion in this current meta, and what can this champion do to get you all to gold before the end of Split 1? Remember, the split will end July 18th, 15th, something like that, around those particular dates. Basically, the season is now, instead of being one long season, two shorter seasons. We will have a mini reset a few days afterwards. So let's try to get to gold before they bring us Emerald, and it changes the perception of what ranked actually means. Good luck to you, and hopefully this video will help. So, we are doing a Red Krugs Raptors Udyr clear. We're at 2:23, 26 crossing time. Definitely slow this guy. An optimal Viego. This is a coaching channel. We can pause here. An optimal Viego, challenger level perfection, blue side clear with a leash, should get 219 at this particular stage. So we're losing 12 seconds of Viego clear time. And don't forget, I have actually updated my jungle improvement PDF to have all the information necessary to take you from meta to meta, from season to season, along with in-depth jungle video courses for your MMR to take you to the next level, faster, better, stronger, and one-on-one coaching and a coaching VOD library, along with a whole bunch of reviews to show you just how great it is. virkayu.gg is a jungler's learning paradise. Click the link in the description below to become the jungle diff forever. Be it growth tips sold separately. And an Udyr does clear faster than a Viego, so again, both of them a little slow. We have here the flash from the Olaf, flashing to chase a singed, which is of course rule number 1 of League of Legends, but he'll hit the E here and we'll get the burn damage, tick damage, kill. From Udyr's perspective, once you see this flash, there's no reason to keep chasing, okay? Don't waste your time. You showed, they saw, Viego knows, just do your clear and finish it up as quickly as possible, because if you're against a silver jungler who is gold destined, platinum destined, emerald destined, and they've mastered their clear, hey, they could be done pretty damn soon. Like a Karthus, I've seen a silver Karthus full clear now. Right now he's done. He has exhaust. He knows you're down here. He knows you're slower. He has all your CS tracking. He's so 12, 16 or whatever. They can actually invade you or do something. And do you really expect your top laner, who's now deciding what item he wants to buy for his Viking self, to rotate and help defend you? So in these particular cases, whenever I'm seen, and there's a possibility of someone potentially invading me, again, potentially, I like to be as fast as possible. Likewise, even if there's no possibility, like in this case, not possible at all, I still want to get my clear done as soon as possible, and then I want to assess, right, which crab am I actually taking? And when you're silver and you're a full clearing jungler, the best thing that you can do is know which crab you want. Hopefully here he recognizes that because he chased a little bit, goes Gromp Blue Wolves, his full clear is really, really slow, and the top laner really took a long time choosing his coffee. Must have been his first time in a Starbucks, as it were. You know, don't even go for this, because you've got this guy in lane already who's going to perma-shove, try and proxy, yada yada. You've got a Kai'Sa mid lane for some ungodly reason. Is it something you want to fight over? Is it something you truly need to become a superstar jungler and carry this game? No. Let's flex on down to this one and secure this, or even better yet, you could just go back to base and still get here. However, the problem with going back to base when you have a delayed full clear like this, especially in silver, is that 99% of this Viego goes to this, which he will, and he is. He will try either gank the top lane again when it shoves or whatever, or most likely, hey, can I go across mid lane, shadow, and take this? Now you're saying, what silver jungler shadow across the back? Well, I've been making videos on that shadowing across the back vision line. You see this here? You can just cut through here and go down here. Everyone on my Discord that's silver knows to do this. And I've been making content on this kind of, efficiency for years now. And as the overall play basis mechanics get better from other streamers and other educational content creators as well, they know how to be a little bit more efficient in this regard. So he probably wants to go straight for this. So if you go back to base, you lose that advantage. So what we can do here is say, look, I'm a little slower on the top side. I know that this is a little more risky. Don't even waste your time. Say, that's fine, sir. You have that because, again, Kai'Sa, like, I know LeBlanc isn't in the picture, but it's less about that and more about, do you want to force your Kai'Sa to rotate? Your Olaf is very clearly going to be going to the top lane. Singed will have that prior. So you're looking at a 2v2 unless Olaf rotates. You trust he will rotate. It's more about how do I keep my farming tempo without compromising it so I can have a high CSPM and high gold income and choose the right ganking moments. So you just stay here, cut down, take this. You know at 420-ish you're going to have your Krugs. You know at 440-ish you're going to have your Raptors. And then obviously because this is delayed, you can go back to base now, right? And if there's a gank bottom lane, if you need to react bottom lane or whatever, you can do so. And if the Viego decides to do this sucker here and show top lane, and you say take a long time to take this one, then maybe we could steal his second Grump at around 4 minutes 20. You follow that. Crucial for silver junglers, all right? Learn to give up and retract, and then potentially just go for this. And now, if the Viego does low elo things, we can steal, at least ward his Grump. I would advise the ward here explicitly, actually. And if there's nothing to take, let's actually fast forward. We're gonna go for this. Like, we get chased off of this. The Olaf shows up. That's fine and good. Like, this is okay. Like, that's why I just paused to talk about it beforehand. The Cinch rotates. Is this worth our time? Because now at this point we don't want to results base it. They went back in and we got kills. Like, your Olaf is losing minutes to turret. Now we're chasing down this guy who's got flash. Yeah, we have Ghost used at this particular stage. He flashes over the wall, okay. But now Cinch is burning down the Olaf again. We're gonna trust maybe he can do something here, or he's probably gonna die, isn't he? Is he gonna die? I don't know. Oh dear, no one dies. Was this a good use of your time? Now, I do understand that the Olaf rotating here, and we have this, and we have the Kai'Sa. Cool. But it's not about that. It's about, is that worth my time as a farming jungler? Or should I have just done this? Now, if the guy takes this and shows top lane at this particular stage, and you've finished doing this, and you're looking bottom lane, okay, nothing, we could go ahead and ward and take his Gromp. Counter jungling, crucially. And then we can fall back down and snack this, and then these will be up, but ideally I would like to base here. And what would happen is the Viego's going to come out of base, look to do the Grump. Where's my Grump? I better go. Oh, where's the crab? I better gank bot lane. Nothing. Okay. Now he either falls back to his wolves or he tries to counter jungle your Raptors because you stole from him. But you took his Grump, took your Krugs, took the Raptors, bounced. He is built like a mountain. You see? So we can basically. You don't want to PvP for no reason. You don't want to waste time PvPing to burn like that amount of PvP to burn the flash. Now we're basically going to the mid lane. Right? Should you have made this play if you're the Udyr here? So you decide to fist this crab, you decide to take it. Good call, bad call, irrelevant entirely. Just go take the crab, guy. Go take the crab, off you go. There we go. Go take the scuttle. Off you go. So we basically choose this trade. The guy flashes over. We know that this is gone. He's not going to be translating his route down here. You know that LeBlanc and him are going to be able to kill you if you just sit in the bush. Your goal now isn't to gank this lane. You're not ganking a LeBlanc with a Kai'Sa. It ain't happening, so don't even waste your time. Just simply go back to base. Go back to base and accept you're probably going to lose that. End of story. That's what you have to give away for your pathing choice. So, if you're farming jungler in silver, I cannot stress enough how much value is in this first 4 to 5 minutes for your counter jungling, for your overall map control, and for your own sequencing. So now again, it's gone. We saw him go down. It's gone. Like a complete waste of time. We saw him go down. It's gone. Now we're going to go for his Grump, but he's going to be on his Grump. So would you want to go for this? As you see the mist of doom and undying zombie ghosts, you know he's here, right? So you know he hasn't reset, and you have a big, fat, long, and girthy blasting wand. But they have a Thresh and a Cogmore, who, yes, both died, but also will be able to rotate to fist you a lot faster than your bot lane will be able to rotate. And your bot lane has the lead, so let him chill. Don't make plays that compromise winning lanes. And sometimes that means avoiding an invasive play that you might normally make. Now, if you have them shoved up, yeah, sure, go for it. Especially if you have the support. We're seeing now, we're giving away a location. All the Viego has to do is press tab. Oh, look, Thresh is actually already here pre-roamed. And you have to know this, right? Not this, that he's in... Not that he's in this exact position, right? But more that, hey, look, I know that they died. He's going to be coming out of base here. Look, you see? I know he's going to be coming through this jungle to look for those roams, especially if I show my very wide self. So what could we have done in the meantime? We'll just take this, look mid lane, nothing, okay. Maybe slip through here, watch this. Can we translate this into a gank? Or if Viego shows down here to gank, maybe I can go ahead and take this. Because I know that most likely the Viego after full clearing, 24 CS, taking the scuttle, 28 CS, killing my face here, no CS but should because that's how dumb it was, taking this sucker here, 32 CS, will likely go ahead and take these two things before basing, or we'll go back to base straight up and then come back down and do these. That's very much the tendency for a silver jungle because why? They want to gank the dragon. bot lane in theory, but they also want the dragon. So we'll take a look here. Hey, look, he actually did Grump, Wolves, went back to base, bought his Stinger. I always want to call it Stinger for some particular reason, but it's Recove Bow. Stinger, rest in peace. Well, yeah. I liked Stinger. It's a good item. Was a good item. Is it a good item? Is it even in the game anymore? I have to check. No, it's not. I thought it wasn't. Boomer Brain happens. Been playing this game a long time. I've seen a lot of item changes. So now we're level 4, and you want to go gank a level 6 LeBlanc who's going to have double ability up, so either she can double... Oh, she used it actually, so... Try and pay attention to that. Obviously for LeBlanc it's a little bit more tough when you're going through regular play patterns, but there you go. Yeah. Kai'Sa mid. Don't do it. Now we have our bottom lane here doing the 2v2 while this was happening. So I just want to go back and watch this because it's important that we kind of pay attention to these things to see, okay, which is my win con, how can I support them? And in this case, we don't have to do much. But you see this, he gets the hook, he gets the kill. Most likely, the Viego's gonna be on the top side now. Most likely. Because if he did reset and go down to the bottom side after resetting, like he took the scuttle, reset to buy, and came down here, he would have rotated to this most likely. Now, again, most likely, because he could just keep farming as a silver play, but if he does keep farming, where's he going to be? Top side. If he did do the camps before going back to base, where's he going to be? Top side. So you can always use the two decision jungle rule, main channel, 2 decision jungle rule, to enhance your level of tracking by thinking what they should be doing, thinking what they probably will do based upon badness, as it were. And when you kind of consult your mind over the 2 possibilities, you usually end up in the same place, because, as you can see, doesn't really matter. Now, in this particular case, we should have just stayed to hold the mid lane because she's super low. We probably should try and kill her once we ding 5, especially if we can get another point into that R. He didn't do that. He went over to Wolves doing nothing, complete waste of time. So now we're going to turbo sprint at the LeBlanc, who's just going to chain us and distort us. She might try and ego this. Now we're taking a wave, and the Viego's going to show up here. Like, there's no reason to be fighting her in a mini wave. The mini waves are faster. Now we're chunked. Now they know exactly where we're going next. This guy can basically say, yo, I can do something about this. Or, hey, my bottom lane's respawning coming down. Translation gank. So, as Udyr, spam ping. Spam ping. Spam ping. Guys, back off. Back off. No, guys. Leave, please. Aha, you're feeding the Viego. Now you blame your bottom lane. It's their fault. Hit the hook. There you go. No, he does actually have flash about to come up, but it doesn't really matter. Save it. Good job, Aphelios, not wasting your flash. If it did come up, in fact, I have no idea. I'm being trolled again. Visual glitch. We're going to go top side and try and kill a Singed. You know, I think I've seen the jungler fight the Singed a little too much for my liking in this particular game. Obviously, now that there's no plant here, you know, it's a little better, but okay, the Udyr's in the Discord. We'll have a chat. We'll have a chat, guys. Don't worry. But he's actually improving very, very much so. He was bronze not that long ago. He's shipped up 500 LP, and the improvement is there. And the next step is consistency, right? The next step is consistency. So I'm very proud of this player for putting in the work and putting in the time. And every game like this is a learning experience. And, you know, as much as we enjoy making these videos as the Viego goes to the mid lane with this fresh and makes a play here, as much as we like to laugh a little bit, you know, we're laughing with people. Like, if you can't laugh at your own mistakes, I feel like, you know, you have the wrong mentality, because they shouldn't enrage you. It should be like, oh, why did I do that? That's how I always viewed my own mistakes. You know, I don't know. When I was making videos and I'd use my own gameplay, I always put myself in the third person and I mock myself like I would mock everybody else, right? Or not mock, but, you know, be lighthearted about things, because I think it's important. So here I would have definitely just taken the sucker and bounced. I would have dragged it out and tried to get it to ensure that I get 6, and now I can go to the bottom side. Peace of mind. I know that this here is going to be most likely snacked away by the Viego, or at least should be, but he was low and did have a lot of golden pockets, so I could see him hanging around and things like that, but he probably could have and should have gotten away with doing the Herald, but he goes and clears his stuff up. There's no indication that he would come and take your blue, because we also have this ward, so it's better to kind of take it, kite it, and bounce, because you know that this guy is going to start to get very annoying in your jungle. So it'd be better to kind of make sure that quadrant's gone and then head to the bottom side. And now, basically, if you assume that he's going to do the Herald, or at least you're thinking that he should, could we just potentially do something about a dive in the bot lane? Could we go counter jungling to get more stuff? You know, maybe we could make an aggressive play here. Why? Because we're not AFK farming or sequencing correctly. And the Viego's now 202 with 60 CS, and we have 48 CS 110. spoiler alert, the Udyr will win the game. Think about that for a second. So the Viego's done a solid job. He hasn't been amazing, but he's done a solid job. The Udyr's had a few mistakes. Both junglers will fight it out. The game isn't over yet. So that's very important, because a lot of people will say, well, look, Udyr, these chases, the session's over. That's the end of coaching, my guy. You made too many mistakes. No, because in silver, in gold, you will have the ability to make comebacks based upon their mistakes. Okay, he shows up down here. He probably did all of this because he's got his blue buff. He's going to go dive this. He doesn't have this. Immediately, this should be already dead, and you should be making the straight cut to this sucker. Like, you should be on this right now. You are having a date with Herald and discussing the intricacies of the Void Invasion that is to come. And there's no reason for us not to be here, because we know that the Viego's going to do this. So come on, quickly, Herald. Good. So we see this, he gets some kills here, the Viego's not, okay, there we go, Kraken Slay, good, very good. We know that this guy's shown a predilection to go down here, less so here, so we can of course snack this up very, very quickly. Leave the Singed, don't even bother with the Singed, no, just leave him. I hate chasing around the Singed, I know, like, just leave him. It's a waste of your time, you're compromising your time chasing him too much. What can we do instead of chasing a Singed? Now you're gonna be like, well, what about the gold cash monies? You get more from doing this into just bouncing this thing, right? Especially if the Viego stays bot lane. Obviously, in this particular case, he isn't, but because he's mid lane, as he turbo sprints across, you know, taking this away now, the idea is to go counter jungle and do something here, but Viego shows up, okay, that's fine. That's fine. I've taken my scuttle, I can move back into my jungle, now maybe I can do something about this. You know, just because I can't do anything else, there's no real waste of time. I could also just do the grump and observe, hey, at any point can I do something? Take this away from him as well. Take this away. And maybe you could pick up a kill and do grub. That's fine, right? We got time to use it for plates. And he just wasn't doing that. And so if the Viego says bot lane, then yes, we can go. Yes, we can go. Yes, we could just drop it for plate gold. Then we can flow back down here, take all of this stuff away, right? So there are possibilities for us to play depending on how the Viego makes that move down here. Because if he stays for plates, we get this plus counter jungle, plus activation and gank if we want, plus just the free cash money infusion. You just straight up gank him and then drop the Herald, bust his tower down perfectly. You and Olaf can then reset and go bottom lane 4v2. Take the next dragon, you see? Now, if the Viego does show up, at the very least, you took the Herald, you took the Scuttle, you took away the plant access, you killed this guy, you took your grub, and now you're leaving. And now, because the Viego's shown himself topside, we can maybe go and do something here that gets us back in the game. Also, we have Herald. And at this point, we're probably going to have to use it for gold. I don't think we're going to have the ability to drop it to punch a turret. That makes a lot of sense. Like, we could drop it here, but you can probably take this ourselves. There's 3 plates here. There's this one. It's got 2.1. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes a turret can be taken without the Herald. Anyway, Nautilus. I like this gank, but we need to make sure we put a ward sit on this lantern so we can't take. This is why I like control wards as well, because it allows you to put the control ward on the lantern spot and no one can click it, can't right click it, which means you just kill that guy and now we can drop it. So this is actually fine in the end. That's okay. Hopefully you understood what I meant. The nuance of Herald usage is not always black and white, but it's more about kind of maximize my own gold sometimes, especially in games that feel like we're not really running away with it. So yes, we take the turret and we force a lot of action here. And now that Singe is going to die to us again, that's great. Okay, that's fine. The fact that we lived, got the turret, got the plate gold, everything, I'm happy with that. Now, this guy's going to take this one. See, this is what I'm saying. If he kills Singed, he takes this. He doesn't need the Herald for it. If we can just gank this lane nicely, we don't need the Herald for this. Whereas here, we can just probably punch it. Does that make sense? Not that we necessarily would, just some use cases, right? Ideally, it's absolutely fine. Gank this lane, drop it, do a giga push to this one, get another charge here. That's absolutely beautiful. Full back, ward, take this, and then do the dragon, and then reset. Pay attention to respawn timers, and if the enemy jungler will rotate over to you, but a lot of possibilities. All things we cover in the courses, and as I said, well, I didn't say in this video, but there will be a more entry-level way or more accessible way for everyone to get access to all the courses. Very, very soon. I think around July 1st, I should be announcing something. You know, the one-offs are great, I understand, but sometimes there should be other ways for people to access that kind of knowledge and information that's a bit more, you know, ease of use, as it were, but I want to provide you like a jungle training ground, like a jungle gym, jungle dojo, something like this, where we can really help each other climb and learn, and also have access to all the courses and also special unique content. So do stay tuned to the mailing list or announcements in this channel for that information. Likewise, we have here someone who did not pay attention to the fundamentals of the universe because they're dying to a guy who just took a dragon, but now he went too deep. Now the Olaf is moving. See, the Olaf took the turret, moves around the map. Very, very good. Singed loses, moves around the map. We're grounded a little bit here. Olaf can just do his stuff, so just keep the Singed out of the fight. Let him get the cleanup. Absolutely fine. We were always going to lose that dragon. There we go. We were always going to lose this dragon. So I'm glad we didn't go and try and steal it. Just take your camps, rotate to something else, push this up, especially with Herald if you still have it. Like, if you still have Herald, and everyone goes fighting over this, and you have to give it up, then I love just cutting through, activating it, and then I'll cut in here, take all of this stuff, push this up, and disengage down and long, fall back into the side, and reset. So now, let me pause that for a second. If everyone's fighting this, it's pre-14, you still have Herald, there's 2 to 3 plates, and you have to use it, just cut through, push the wave, activate the Herald, get the plates. Cut in, don't hang around because they'll collapse on you. Take all of their shit, push this wave up for vision, and fall back in case they're rotating. Take all your stuff, and now you have total control of the map. You'll have a lot of gold, and you can use that lead in the next fight. You follow? And I'll go quicker in these videos than I would quicker in these videos than I would obviously in the courses where we can talk about these things for hours and hours and hours. But you can always repeat some segments because it is, of course, a free YouTube video with a player. You can go back and forward. True. Although a lot of people watch in 2 times speed, don't they? Although I did ironically hear that some people like to watch my content in 0.75 speed. That's interesting. But hey, it is what it is. Less ads, basically. Now, I don't know why we're flirting with a LeBlanc Cogmore here very strong. Just stand in the drool. There you go. You got it. Peace and love, Kaiser. Take this sucker right here. Now you're thinking, okay, look, this doesn't look so good, but we actually have a gold lead because Olaf. Now, she's distorted away. Remember to watch that while we're chasing here because it is a LeBlanc. We've got these distortions here. We've obviously got, well, we stunned her. Now the Singe rotates. Here we go. She swapped again. So now the Olaf is going to flash and hit that one. Don't kill the clone too quickly. Well, don't get distracted on the clone and kill it at all. Just leave it. Kill the real one. Singe is now level 9. He should die here as well. Turret's still up, which is huge. We do get the kill there. We get the assist. Singe dies to our burn of existence. We take the scuttle crab here. This is good. This is good. Like, we've put ourselves in good position. If you take the fixes, the punishment we can give the Viego now, see, I would just go down and catch the wave. There's no reason to go counter juggling now. No reason. Because if you see the guy pushing mid with red, he's got no red available. And he's going to push this and cut down and take your stuff. And also, if he comes from this direction, he probably took other stuff. Just catch the wave, absorb it, and try and push him out of your jungle. Make sure you control your own jungle, first and foremost. Don't go 4v1 diving here because... Good, yeah. Because the Viego could then, if you do that, if you go 4-man top lane, then the Viego's just going to push this up until someone holds, take all of this, push this with a Cogmore. They're going to get a lot of golden experience back, so don't overchase to one side. Literally had coaching session with a silver player the other day where I showed him my own Rengar example where my team were useless and all I had to do was split push. And every time they committed to one thing too heavily with 4 to 5, they lost turrets. That's in one back, you just kill them. 2 inhibs down, and all of a sudden you've got all the map pressure back and you can join your team again. So it's very good to know those things and understand those things. Viego shows up. Obviously, we're going to try and get the kill here. And hopefully not die, but yeah. I was trying to be optimistic. Obviously pay attention to numbers advantage. Sometimes we need to commentate. Kaiser's in the bottom lane, Aphelios is in the base, there are 4. We died, we're chasing a kill. As soon as you see him get away, just bounce. Like as soon as you see this become a funnel, just leave. Olaf will, of course, use the lead that you helped give him, which is all good, and that's great. Didn't really always need you, though. Kaiser rotated. Distortion! W misses! Oh, it's because you're using the stupid skin. The skin on Kaiser is really bad. Like, just go base. If you don't have a skin on Kaiser, just go base. Base is really good. Really, really good. This item. Not okay. Not okay at all. Really, like, if AP mages can build this item, I feel like we got a big problem. It's not meant for them. It's not for you. And also, it's just so disgusting, the wave clone. We're going to go outside in here for the Herald. Obviously, the top wave is crashing in. We have to pay attention to the fact that there could be some flotation into this direction. So I don't like the ward here. I'd put it here just so I can see in case someone's here. We want to make sure we get this next dragon because that'll be the third. Snack this sucker up. There we go. See, now, this ward being in this pixel bush will give you value until someone walks over it, especially with Baron setup coming very shortly. Now, where it is right now, it gives you nothing. Absolutely nothing. So... okay, let's speed this sucker up. We're going to drop that and try and get a turret. Viego's going to be caught on the river here out of position, as is the way with Silver Junglers. We're going to ult, and he's going to become the soul of the Nautilus and get that CC. The Cogmo's going to show up. We're going to hopefully get the kill before he gets another reset, which we do. LeBlanc's going to store it in. We'll stun her. She will just reposition using her clone and also saying bye-bye. Cogmo does that. We have the Herald pushing the mid lane here, now dead. We did get the turret. This guy's pushing up here. No TP. They have no jungler, but it is still a Cogmo and a LeBlanc. So can we just turn and do the dragon, please? There we go, Kai'Sa. There we go, Kai'Sa. Come on. Come on, Kai'Sa. One more order, man. A lot of times in Silver, what happens is people think they're going to get the kill, and they try and Iron Man fade away the whole time. Don't do that. Just guarantee the kill, move back. You can take 1 or 2 turret shots there very, very easily, provided he has no hook, or you just avoid it using skill. Alternatively, the best advice I can give you is keep your mouse, right? Keep your mouse. Like you see where the Udyr's... green animation is here. That's probably a little bit too big, but use it as a reference point just inside where this kind of scanner radius is. Your mouse should always be moving within that, right? It keeps you super nimble. You're right-clicking here, then you're right-clicking here, then you're right-clicking here, then you're right-clicking here. Right-clicking back and forth quickly keeps you nimble. Allows you to dodge a lot of skill shots, and also just makes sure it makes your movements quicker and closer together, because if you right-click now, say, here, and then you swing to right-click here, you're going to start moving like this. Instead of like this, you're gonna be moving like this. And that's what causes you to go in and out of fights badly. Like you'll leave a fight when you shouldn't, and then you go back in and now it's too late. Whereas if you just do this, you could avoid the spells and still hit your auto attack range and whatever spells you have, right? So try and keep your mouse as close to your character as possible in that radius, and you really become nimble. Always moving, high AP and dodge, 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 dodge. No. That's mine. Go away. 1 sec. Thank you. They regroup? No, just go do walls, go do Gromp. This guy's farming. They're going to cut up to this and ward this and ward this. So I want to make sure I control my camps. Obviously, be careful of that. If you're the red team, you don't want to bait it when you're not ready to bait it. The hook misses, but we do have R. Not on LeBlanc, though, please. Base planting. Now we just go in here. They're split. They're split. They're split. Wave on the back line is singed. What's happening? We're dead. But I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Oh! See, you know why I'm okay with that? Because look at this. We get hooked, but the red team fight failure. Talk about this in depth in the Silver course. Hugely. Break this down super slow. They go up. So they have 2. They go 2 back. And they've got a flanking Singed, who's just going to go in here, right? Going to straight up go in here, 2 deep, with Peel. So what the Udyr does is he says, okay, look, let me just disrupt and zone. I'll push them so that they're split. So what happens is now the Singed goes 2 deep. They'll make sure that they kill. Viego gets the kill as well. The Olaf's allowed to chase down and grab a priority kill over there as well. Well, almost not yet. And now he can just turn back in. So the Udyr did his job of just absorbing damage. That's it. Just absorbing damage. Cogmo's dead. Thresh is about to die here. Red buff, give him a good old slap. Everybody's dead. We can just do Baron from this. You guys should just do Baron. You guys should totally just do Baron. Anyway, okay, let's do it again. Round 2. Right, now we are baiting the Baron because we have affiliates on the bottom lane for some particular reason, matching the Singed. Should be the Kai'Sa with TP at this particular point. She should be able to kill him fine. He's 110-1. Olaf going in on the Thresh. Cogmo's on base. I have all vision so we can see this, but from your guys' perspective, you can see this too. Singed bot, Cogmo's dead, Cogmo respawns, Cogmo goes back to base and vision. Where is he? I don't know, just engage. If someone's out of position, engage and get the kill. Nice. Good. Chain kills now. Target in front of you. Hit the target in front of you. Nautilus is going. Udyr isn't even in the picture yet. Come on, let's go. Low HP. Nice hook. Flash burn. Oh, unlucky little man. And we get the kill and everybody else. And now we can do Baron, yes? Chase down kill. Baron, just let's go for it. Yeah, let's go for it. Okay, cool. Good. Very nice. From blue team's perspective, nice engages, nice disruption, good positioning, a little wonky, but still good. Red team, someone out of position, not setting it together, splitting their fights entirely, not using a front to back with a Cogmo Thresh and a LeBlanc diving to kill the Kai'Sa or the Aphelios. Viego going at full damage build, and again, not being in the right position, being caught out, costs you. We do that. Olaf now gets a kill, but we'll die for it, as is typical. We do have the Baron, though. Golden Pocket, 1600. We should have based after the Baron, then, if we had that much gold for the next fight, but we do rotate here. Nautilus is out of position. Now, the goal for you is to sit in front of your ADCs. Sit in front of your ADCs. Sit in front of your ADCs as best you can. There you go. Sit in front. There you go. There you go. Peel the LeBlanc. Don't chase the Thresh. Peel the LeBlanc. Don't chase the Thresh. That's the only thing you had to do there was kill the LeBlanc. Try and keep that Aphelios alive. Kill her. Chase down the Thresh afterwards and take this. But nicely done. Nicely done. Much better. Improvement. Seeing improvement all the time from this Udyr player in terms of that positioning. Not easy. Not easy to always, go back and forth on that kind of stuff. Good. We'll snack this one. Kai'Sa will push this one up with Baron. We'll go back to base. And we'll snack ourselves a Frozen Heart. And then you're going, why Frozen Heart? Because Kog'Maw. Even though, the LeBlanc and Cinch are big issues. So we definitely need Magic Resist as soon as possible. Now, would I've maybe gone with some Magic Resist sooner? Yes, but that's because I'm fighting a lot the LeBlanc and the Cinch is doing a lot of poison damage. And I don't feel like Kog'Maw's also a hybrid as well. So I probably would have at least sat on Negatron and then finished my Frozen Heart. So at least I have something. But it's not too important if you're only attacking AD focused people, but yeah. Here I probably would have definitely snacked a Negatron and Saturn. Hey, Ola, if you're fighting, can I join? Kog'Maw's top lane getting raged and annoyed that he has no peel. You picked Kog'Maw and Silver, you deserve pain. No one's gonna know how to peel a Kog'Maw. I mean, I do my best to educate them. Mr. Kog'Maw player, I do my absolute best. Try and teach junglers and tanks on how to play around you, peel you and engage for you, but not everybody listens. Now, while we distract them, Kai'Sa just goes for the turret here. She'll get that one. Don't chase, just hit. Okay, good job. Don't die for it. Okay, we have full evolve. Like, the Kai'Sa's monstrous at this particular stage. Yeah, she's very, very strong. I know because I played. Udyr's not just waffling. Like, why are we waffling here? What are we doing? Ah, okay, we're not literally waffling. We're being chased down by an Olaf who was a Viego. And I feel like, yeah, okay, if you don't think you can win these fights, just go. Don't die for it, but we did, so. I was watching the Kai'Sa. Got distracted, I apologize. Yeah. Ideally here, we want to push this up. I forgot for a second that Udyr was blue. This game's going a lot longer. My brain's starting to already get a little bit fried. See, from Kai'Sa's perspective, we don't want to be caught out here and killed at all. Okay, Poggies. Nah, flash committed. Eh. Not a fan of this. I like to kind of make sure we don't die here as much as possible. I'd rather just be vacuuming all the resources, but hey, it's fine. Okay, let's skip forward again. Olaf is not pushing this, which means we need to be parallel with him. This needs to be pushed the hell up. Someone needs to be catching this. Should be you. All right? Push the sucker up as hard as possible. Just leave the base. Go parallel with the Olaf. He's pushing this. They're going to send 2 or 3. You need someone to push this up and cut and join you here. So when they do that, you get a second inhib. You follow? We do have 2 dragons. So this is what we want. Push this up at the same speed that this guy's pushing. Have everyone else push this and cut. They send 2. And if he gets the kills, great. If he doesn't, we at least get some objectives. But fortunately, the Singed is not interested in winning this game, it seems. Or maybe he is. Maybe he just knows more than us. Maybe he will end 13 and 13. Unlikely. But you see, we're chasing kills. We're not pushing the waves. Olaf dies for a turret. Yes, he shouldn't. Yes, he should also wait for us to be parallel before he makes a commitment. Yes, yes, yes. But now we're doing Gromp while our team is trying to push up here for no particular reason. You know, you see where the silverness happens. That's why if we just caught this wave in the first place, we'd be here with them, ready to clean these kills up and push this. You see what I'm saying? So, like, they shouldn't be here at all. But if we'd preemptively pushed that wave up, the otherness. Not your fault, though. Not your fault. Best thing you can do if you're in the wrong position, take whatever camps you can, push whatever waves you can, fall back to whatever camps you have, and just don't die. Just keep yourself getting strong as much as possible. Looks like it's going to come down to 1 Baron fight, though. We want 16. No. See, like, right here in your brain is what's going to trigger here. Okay. 2 dragons apiece. Baron spawning. Dragon spawning. We have mid inhib down. Kog'Maw's mid. LeBlanc's bottom lane. I need 16 ASAP. So, boom, boom. Take your camps to get 16. Wait for your team to join. Now, can we push this out as well? Now we can maybe do something about this. We'll trade this for the dragon, 100%. Yeah, there you go. I like it. I like it. Just take it out and slap it in the pit. Everyone will be shocked and follow you. 100%. Easy. I like this. Yes. Yes. Game-winning play. Straight up. That's a game-winning play. Take it, my friends. But I would have preferred we were 16 first just in case there was a fight, but I like that so much. Inhib down. Mid wave is pushing. Olaf's going to go top wave, so we want to push this and join with him. We saw someone show on the bottom side. Kog'Maw's out of position here. Now we're big flank, so get ready to turn. Kai'Sa, get ready to turn. Udyr, where are you going? We gotta see this. Get ready to peel. You gotta see this. Be ready to peel, because this could go the other way as well. Okay, here we go. Now we're out of position, so they're all going deep onto their ADCs. Viego gets blown up because he missed position. We do ult the LeBlanc, and then one time it's actually okay to alter there just for the disruption. Now we're getting in the face, but we're not tanky enough. We're not using our spells appropriately. Mechanics aside, at least we put our body in the way, that's fine. And I feel like if we could kill Viego quicker... Good. Yeah, our ADCs did work. If we can kill Viego quicker with our team that then has to use less resources to kill a Viego, now we can really push together. You follow? We went too far up away from our team and spent too much time coming back down, even though we knew the flank was going to happen because they just did this and we were shoving. Olaf did the perfect thing here, which is push and then kill all of this. Nice ace. Nicely done. The Udyr's positioning, while not perfect and while it lacked panache, was definitely way more effective than the last time I saw this player. Much better job just putting his big body in the way of things and absorbing shit. Now, if we can help peel a little better and turn a little quicker with a bit more applicable mouse movements in terms of being nimble, we're going to see a lot more dynamic team fighting from this player. If you wish to learn more about this jungle courses, if you wish to learn more about Udyr's builds and how to play it live with me over your shoulder, Zara.gg, and thank you very much for watching. Enjoy this content? I hope you did. And I guess Yoda out. See you all in the next video.